Hey, Bruce here with the 5-Minute Handyman. We're in the process of changing out a hot water heater, and so I wanted to show you how to do that. So let me show you some of the hardware. All right, we've got a water leak here, and it is actually spitting out of the top where the vent is. And so we're going to first take and make sure that our water supply is shut off. Then we're going to cut our pipes here, disconnect where the vent is from the top of the unit, and then we'll come down here to the drain and we'll drain out the water from the system, disconnect our gas line, and then we'll take this unit out and put the new unit in. And so that's our plan, and so we will get right to it. We've got this old hot water heater that was leaking. I've taken our pipe cutter and we've cut the pipe here and here. The exhaust vent is loose. We've taken off, we've loosened up this pressure overflow tube. So we'll take this off of here. Disconnected our gas line, made sure that our valve is shut off for the gas. We've taken and drained the tank. We put a hose on it to run the water outside so it wouldn't get all over the garage floor. So we're going to just take off our hose. And now we're ready to lift the unit up and take it off this pedestal. And so once we get all the water out, it's very light, so we can just take it and lift it right out. Let's see what we can see what that's going to look like. So once these get emptied out, they're pretty light. So we just drop this down, and then we can haul it out. We've got this hot water heater. We've taken some Teflon tape and we've wrapped it around the nipples that are sticking out, and we've tightened down the nuts on these two hoses. And on this end we have shark bites, and we're going to use that to go onto our copper lines. This is the hot coming out. This is the hot going into the house. The shut-off valve is on the cold, and so we're going to have the cold coming into that. One of the interesting things about shark bites is on the 3/4 inch size, we have about an inch inside of here that we need to push the pipe. So what I've done is I've made a marking on my pipe at an inch, so I know how far in I am going to be pushing the pipe in. If you don't push it in far enough, then the teeth cannot grab adequately and the O-ring that's in there won't seal. So we need to make sure that it's fully seated. Before I do that, I've got my exhaust with the top hat on it, and what I'll do is I'll just line this up with the little holes that are in the top of the hot water heater. This is all secure here. I've got to put in some screws to hold this onto this top hat. So first thing I'll do is I'll take my hot line, and then we're going to put this onto our pipe, and we want to just push it until it fully seats up to that line. Okay, so that's good. And we do the same thing with our water coming in. Push it all the way and it's seated. So I'm going to shut these two valves off right now. So that's all set. We've got our exhaust here. Let's take a look down at where we're going to have the gas coming in. We've got our fitting put on here. We've again used Teflon tape to put in our fitting into the supply. And so what I'll do is I'll take, just want to make sure that there's no burrs or anything on this flare fitting. We'll put it on, and we'll tighten it down with a wrench. And I need to have two wrenches so that I can make sure that I don't twist and break off any of these other fittings. All right, so here's what we'll do. We're going to hold on to here, get this set up, and I'm going to lift up with this one and pull down with this one to tighten it. And so that's all we want to do, just snug this up a little bit, and that's going to be fine for our gas line. So what I can do now is I can take and turn on my gas to do a leak test. And what I'll do is I'll take some soapy water and put it over this set of joints here, just to make sure that everything is not leaking. If I use soapy water and there's any leaks, it's going to start bubbling up, and then we'll be able to tell if there's any leaks there. All right, so next step is to get things start filling, and then I need to get a tube and come down for the pressure relief valve. So let's see if we can get our water coming into the system. And so I can hear it filling. And we'll just wait until it's all filled up before we go ahead and turn the heat on, because we want to make sure that there's water in the coils before they start getting heated.